$10,000 in 3 minutes. $10,000 in 3 minutes. The market just made me $10,000 in 3 minutes by being able to use a strategy that not a lot of people end up knowing how to be able to take advantage of. Hey, my name is Travis Witherspoon from Carter Cow Capital. I want to go through and give you verified results of what ended up happening early today on US 30 and what ended up happening on NAS 100 when it came down to the movement. Actually ended up happening on DAX as well. We ended up having CPI news that ended up coming out, and based off of that CPI news, what I ended up seeing was that the market ended up making a lot of drastic movement when it came down to the upside and to the downside. But I never got placed inside of that trade when it came down to the consolidation. So I never fought with anybody. And when the market ended up starting to make its move in that low votable area where you end up having not a lot of people end up trading yet, what that can allow you to be able to do is be able to exploit the market in those pockets. And what I mean by that is, you look at what we end up doing. We end up making over $3,400 on one trade and $7,900 on another trade. But if you look at the duration, that trade was within 3 minutes. We end up making an extra $500 on that move as well. But once again, 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes, we end up making over $10,000 when it came down to that movement. I would love to be able to show you how we end up doing that. Take a look at what's happening based off of NAS 100. Or we go back and look at what ended up happening on NAS 100 when it comes down to this movement. We end up doing over $1,000 when it came down to this one in less than a minute when it came down to that movement. Now, this was not necessarily, this is an extreme type of movement based off of taking a look at what ended up happening with high impact news, but anyone that is watching this video can be able to learn this strategy and can be able to implement this strategy within a day and start making profit. I would love for you to be a part of the group that ends up teaching how to be able to do that. Go to cartercowcapital.com/start here, cartercowcapital.com/start here.